It's our fourth Digital Lives report, this 2024 report.
auDA is pleased to bring together our multi-stakeholder community with members from industry, government, academia and civil society to talk about our Digital Lives of Australians 2024 report.
auDA is the administrator of the .au, which is Australia's part of the internet. So we run the technical platform, we take care of all the cybersecurity issues around the .au domain, and we put in place, with the help of many stakeholders, a set of rules so that we can administer domain names in .au in a way that builds the trust and confidence of Australian users of .au.
The research shows Australians want to improve their online security, but many don't know how to. Put simply, the internet is essential to the everyday lives of Australians. It's undeniably critical infrastructure for Australian people and small businesses.
And what we've got in the report is really an alarming fact that 4 out of 5 consumers have had a first-hand experience now of a cyber threat or a cyber attack.
The report shows that a majority, over 60% of Australians, curtail their use of the internet in some way because of their concerns around data security. When we dig deeper into those figures, we saw that was even more marked for older people and also people from culturally and linguistically diverse backgrounds. That's a huge proportion of people who are restricting themselves, self-restricting their activity online. And so there's a real opportunity there for us to make people or help people feel more confident and safer online.
So we're in a world now where small business in our current environment is very much struggling. We want productivity. If we can get more productive small business, we can get a better economy. How do we do that? We have better digital lives.
Clearly, this digital lives comes with some risks. We're looking for some solutions, and this report highlights some of those areas.
I was expecting a very formative discussion, and I'm very happy to say that I've got that discussion. There were a lot of really broad perspectives brought to bear in the discussions, and I thought it was incredibly valuable to listen to all perspectives from regulators, industry and community members.
The report is an excellent piece, as always by auDA, for evidence-based policy that we would like to see in the space. One is that connectivity and the cost of connectivity remains an issue, but it is by now trumped by far by cybersecurity issues, and that is a really interesting fact.
I was delighted to see that the first case study with Omar was a person with a lived experience of disability, because that is the area I work in. And often people with disabilities are not considered in the first instance. It comes after.
The report talks about the emergence of AI. I think we already embrace AI in different ways. We just don't know it by that label.
Around artificial intelligence, the report tells us that there's great interest. So households or consumers are really thinking about AI and the skills that they can use in terms of job prospects and the things they want to do. Small business is also thinking about artificial intelligence in terms of productivity and efficiency tools. But everybody is thinking about how to create a safe space for the use of artificial intelligence. So there was quite a discussion about the policy and regulatory safety net that needs to be built around this emerging technology to make sure that we get benefits from the use of technology rather than just more harms.
My thoughts on the report was that it was an incredibly valuable report that gave some really incredible information into the digital lives of Australians. My 2 takeaways were that digital inclusion supports should include a decent amount of cybersecurity focused education for consumers, and that mandatory cybersecurity by design principles should be in place for internet devices.
I'm really excited about the opportunity to perhaps meet again with this group of people, continue this conversation, and also hear more about the research, other research that's happening in the sector, and be able to share those insights, because there's obviously a lot of work being done, but there's a lot more work still to do. And so being able to get a lot more kind of granular detail about where everybody is at is going to be fantastic.
We want to keep the conversation going, but it's all focused on how we can improve the digital lives of Australians.